Good morning, everybody. Welcome to MarketStream.live. This is On the Open, taking a look at Europe. And my name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group Securities offered by MoneyBlock. Well, it is June 23rd. Yep, I nailed it. And we're looking at the markets, taking a look at Europe. If you want to keep an eye on Europe, the FEZ, which I have my clients involved in, is the Euro Stocks 50 ETF that tracks the 50 largest stocks in Europe. That has been under pressure as of late, and Europe is under pressure right now in the opening session. We have a lot of mixed action going on, so let's jump right into it. But FEZ right now is trading right at its 50-day moving average. We have a serious battle for the bulls in Europe. What's notable is we've started to hear some concerns about whether or not that Europe can continue to not only its policy on by the ECB as far as extending their purchasing program, because really there's a lack of German bonds at this point in time. And the fact is that you had an outgoing policymaker from the Bank of England state that they believe that England's getting behind the curve, and they're in potential trouble of getting behind the interest rate curve to a point where they're not going to raise interest rates enough to get inflation on the move. So that is getting some concerns in the European markets early. The UK right now is down 22. What's notable in the UK is healthcare and consumer names continue to be beat up. One specific name that's interesting because it's been in the news because a very famous person just sold their tequila business. That's George Clooney. Diageo bought it for over close to $1 billion at the end of the day. But looks like these names are under pressure, and you can clearly see. Folks, as I've said, I only look at the 20 and 50-day moving average, not to get future directional bias, but what's currently going on. And right now, the bulls are under pressure in the UK. Let's see if EWU, which is the ETF that tracks here in the States, let's see how that actually trades this morning on our opening. Right now, not open, but the FTSE is down. Let's see if the EWU is down. The DAX is trading down 98. Just sliced through its 20-day moving average. The German markets are under pressure. You're starting to see some large cap names across the board under pressure. BASF, BMW, Merck, Bayer. You're seeing financials, Volkswagen. You're seeing all these large cap names under pressure right now. Looks to be some profit taking, and it's broken through its 20-day moving average. Let's see how it closes this noon. We'll also see how EWG was trading negatively yesterday. It's right on that 50-day moving average. So the German ETF is moving in front of the German DAX. It's to the downside, and the bears have taken some control there. Let's see how this battle plays out. The French CAC in a very tight range in this battle zone. The battle zone, remember, as I talked with Will yesterday, my 12-year-old son, at Strategy Now, the battle zone is between the 20 and 50-day moving average. This is where the current trend, which was bullish, is now under pressure. Let's see if the bulls will finish the week getting under that 50-day moving average in France. EWQ is an ETF that you can utilize to put either the exposure in France. But right now, France, it looks like autos, financials, under pressure. And again, with the uncertainty about whether or not the ECB can continue with their policy of purchasing, their policy on purchasing program going forward, because they're just not seeing the inflation that they anticipated, this is putting pressure on the equity markets in Europe. You're also starting to see some pressure in the bond market. So this action is not just exclusive to stocks. You're starting to see bonds start to sell off a little bit as well. You have the French 10-year down, you have the German 10-year down, and you also have, the British 10-year down. You do have the German 10-year basically flat. And that's interesting. We want to watch this one very closely. There is a scarcity of these German bonds. There's the liquidity just isn't there, and that's why there are some concerns about the ECB continuing to go forward, and you're starting to see that action in the bond markets. All right, folks, that's it for On the Open for Europe. I will be back taking a look at everything that's going on in the U.S. markets to give you some insights here at MarketStream.live. See you then.